And now, a word from our sponsors. Anchor. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Their creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's ANCHOR.FM. Do it to it. Welcome everybody to the Taters and Reds Wrestling Show. Tonight, we talk about some of our favorite Summerslam matches, moments, and memories. And also, we run down the card of this year's event, and we discuss each match and our thoughts about it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to feel the heat. WWE Summerslam. Alright, let's make this sizzle. Can you feel the heat?
Sassafras. Sassafras.
It's SummerSlam season, boys.
Yes, it sure is time for the Summerslam.
Summerslam.
If you will.
If you will.
Did we get Dusty out of SummerSlam?
It's time for Summerslam, if you will.
He fought the Honky Tonk Man at SummerSlam 89.
Speaking of Honky Tonk Man, another good SummerSlam memory is when the Warriors squashed Honky for the IC title.
Wasn't that like an open challenge deal?
I think so. It was like a 31-second deal.
I remember seeing the video, but it was a long time ago. Like, anytime Warriors music would hit, the whole place would just erupt, man. Like,
even though he's a piece of shit individual.
Well, with the pop he got, no wonder they passed him the proverbial torch.
I still think he was a piece of shit individual. I used to be a huge Warrior mark when I was, knee-high to a grasshopper.
Yeah, who wasn't?
Which was when I was about 2 years old. Six foot tall in the fourth grade. What kind of shit is that?
Y'all gotta excuse me, I got a bunch of dogs outside just barking their damn brains out.
Shoot them.
Put them down.
Put them down.
Shoot me.
They're trying to get in. They're trying to get in, and where you're at is the wall.
Well, look at us just going at it.
Pretty sure there's a Chinese restaurant that'll pay top dollar for them.
We need the British Bulldog out here. He'll get him to shut up. Rest in peace.
What was the name of his dog?
Oh, lordy.
Was it Matilda?
I think it was Matilda.
Let me consult the internet machine.
The Google machine right out of your pocket.
Yep. I have the internet in my pocket. Damn it. Google's not wanting to cooperate. It's tired of me asking them shit.
It was definitely Matilda. Came out with the Bulldogs with Davey Boy Smith and Dynamite Kid. Boy, those were good days in wrestling. Well, Bots, what was one of your favorite SummerSlam matches here?
Oh, God. I'm finding them. Oh, God, Jesus. You would ask me as I'm reading other stuff right now, trying to get stuff together for tonight. Jesus. Damn. Computer's freezing. Of course, first the first anchor goes down on us, and now this.
And now you have diarrhea of the mouth, constipation of the brain.
Pretty much. Long day at work. SummerSlam. If I can remember any of them. I watched so much damn wrestling, it all blurs together.
When Shane jumped off the turnbuckle and I think it was Test. He had Test in the announce table. That was another good one, and he just elbowed Test to the announce table.
Shane just like jumping off a shit. He was worse than Jeff Hardy.
And Bork Laser F5ing the Undertaker through the announce table.
Oh, I remember one. I don't know why this stands out now. As a kid, I guess it was because I had the poster on my wall for the whole SummerSlam of it, but it was Taker versus Taker. I don't know why that.
Oh yeah, from '94. The build up to that was great with Leslie Nielsen and all them vignettes.
Yeah.
Was that the Undertaker?
Do what? You sounded all robot.
Yeah, Tater, you're breaking up on us.
Was that Brian Adams as the Undertaker?
I don't think that was Brian. Was that Brian Lee? I believe.
Yeah, it was Brian Lee. Brian Lee, yeah. I remember the Undertaker versus Undertaker match because I was just like, how are they going to pull that off?
Oh yeah, when they brought in the fake Undertaker, you know, while Mark Calloway was gone, you know, I believed it was him. Well, of course, I was 9 years old. But just the vignettes they made for that with Leslie Nielsen, you know, running around like a detective trying to find the Undertaker, or all the Undertaker sightings, I think it was. Yeah, I love that, man. And
yes, it was Brian Lee. My mistake.
One of my favorites I didn't see live. It was on a tape I had as a kid. It was like the best of SummerSlam or something. One VHS. And it was the Mega Powers versus the Mega Bucks. It's when Miss Elizabeth wound up taking her skirt off and scoring the win for the Mega Powers. Jesse the Body Ventura was a special guest referee, I believe.
Yeah, and Jesse just froze because he didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I was like 7 years old when I saw that for the first time, and I fell in love with Miss Elizabeth right then and there. To the point, I got a dog right now named Miss Elizabeth. Oh, may she rest in peace. First lady, the real first lady of wrestling. I don't care what Maria Kanellis says.
Oh, see, I gotta argue that one with you. The real first lady is no Missy Hyatt.
No, honestly,
that's a Texas thing, man.
The real, like, original first lady, Moolah.
Oh man, you should hear some of the accusations that came out about Moolah when they wanted to name that battle royal after her.
That's because she was pretty much running, from my understanding of it, she was running a promotion for women, and she was pretty much telling them to go have sex with wrestlers.
Yeah, from what I heard, she was a pimp. It's like, it blew me away to hear that, because I was like, no, not Moolah, no. Yeah, that's what she said. Even more recent years, it was like the height of Daniel Bryan's popularity, and this kicked off the whole authority thing. It was John Cena versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE title with Triple H, a face Triple H, as a special guest referee. And dude, that's probably my favorite John Cena match of all time. Like, Daniel Bryan brought out the best of him. Great match, all the way to the end. And dude, Bryan won clean, top of the world. You alright there, Tater?
Yeah, I'm trying to fix shit.
Alright, anyways, where was I? That's when Randy Orton cashed in his Money in the Bank. Triple H was standing there all stunned, like, what do I do? Orton went to leave like he was teasing it, and here comes the heel turn. Triple H pedigrees Daniel Bryan, and Orton comes in and wins the title, and it pissed off everyone. That I can say as an adult is one of the wrestling angles that kind of got to you emotionally. Shit like that just don't happen anymore. That was rare for it to happen then in 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess we're having some technical difficulties.
Blame the Tater.
Shit, man.
Yeah, ooh, I found a Macho Man Randy Savage soundboard.
If this gonna be that kind of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the mouth. Shut.
Oh God.
Uh-huh.
2002, Mick Foley versus Ric Flair, and they were both old as dirt at the time. I mean, still are.
Mick Foley versus The Undertaker when Mick Foley was Mankind, or was that there was a cage match at SummerSlam?
Mankind versus Triple H, or Hunter Hearst Helmsley at the time.
Oh no, another SummerSlam moment. I got that. It was Mick Foley. Mick Foley was Mankind, and it had something to do with Undertaker's urn.
Was that the Paul Bearer heel turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, he clocked the Undertaker with that urn in, what was it, 95 or 96? That was heartbreaking too. Like, no, not Paul Bearer.
Not William Moody III.
There's very few. There's probably less than a handful. I'd say maybe 5 heel turns that actually got to me emotionally, storyline wise.
Hulk Hogan was one.
Well, that just fucking shocked the world there.
Let me tell you something, Bean Jean.
These fans can stick it, brother. That's not Summerslam. That's Bash at the Beach, but I guess close enough. Well, what do y'all think of the card this year?
Subpar.
It looks like Vince wrote it.
Yeah, Vince changing it 5 minutes before bell time.
I can't sit here and look at this lineup and the only thing I'm excited remotely to see is Bray Wyatt get back in the ring.
Yeah, I don't think he's even going to get in the ring, man. You're going to see Finn Balor come out normal, not the Demon. And right as his music ends, he's standing in the ring, lights go out, he gets attacked, lights go out again, the Fiend is gone.
I can see that. I think they're going to drag it out like they've been doing the stupid Daniel Bryan career-altering announcement.
Well, that and Finn Balor is going on a vacation for a little while, so he's going to be gone after SummerSlam.
Yeah.
It just kind of makes sense.
I'm thinking Daniel Bryan could be retiring from the WWE and going all in.
That's a good theory.
That's a good theory.
They've done that before, so I mean, it wouldn't shock me.
I honestly would like to see Daniel Bryan and CM Punk in All Elite.
I doubt CM Punk will even go there. Maybe if StarCast goes really freaking good for him.
He'll be a top draw though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And he'll be pretty much the face of the company.
And to see Chris Jericho break a bottle of Jack Daniels over his head again, Sorry, man, they fucked with him with the whole straight edge thing way too hard. Like Chris Jericho used to pour whiskey on him, and man, it was great.
Yeah, that whole straight edge society thing was kind of dumb. We need more Randy Savage sound bites.
I got a couple somewhere. I have to dig them out on the next one.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I don't know. So. I went from Randy Savage to Hulk Hogan.
It sounds like you dragged yourself in the balls there for a second.
Let me tell you something, and then I just stopped. The cream rises to the top.
I think that was the best damn promo ever. Like you kept pulling out little cups of creamer.
When that first
Mean Gene standing there like, where the hell are you getting all that from?
when that first hit of cocaine pops up.
Yeah. Alright, so prediction: Goldberg versus Ziggler.
Ziggler.
I'm going with Goldberg. How do you think Ziggler will pull that off?
I just think he's got something under his sleeve, or storyline wise, something's gonna happen because Bill Goldberg needs to just hang it up, and they're doing it for ratings.
Well, I don't get grandstander, a showboat, and a prima donna, but you are the two.
Well, it's being reported that Paul Heyman wants to use Goldberg for the foreseeable future as a special attraction. And it's being reported that he's trying to make up some kind of redemption for that crap fest with The Undertaker in Saudi Arabia. And my thoughts is Dolph Ziggler can bump better than almost anyone in the roster. He could sell a double foot stomp from Zach Gowen.
I mean, he is pretty much this generation's Ricky Morton. Because Ricky Morton could sell.
Oh, yeah.
mean, that was one selling some bitch. Like you said, he could sell a fucking double foot stomp from Kerry Von Erich back in the day. after he lost his foot. Sorry to bring up bad memories for you, Botch. You know, him being a Texas legend and all.
Well, the thing with Kerry was everybody knew that he was in a motorcycle wreck, but no one knew that he was wrestling with a prosthetic foot until after he died.
It was because he would stuff his boot.
Yeah. Fritz actually went on the news and made that announcement, you know, and everybody was just kind of like, what the hell? No one knew it.
Well, the Von Erich boys were great.
Back to our original, because I'm tired of going off on the tirades and tangents and shit and straying from our whatnot.
If you will.
Yeah, if you will. Yeah, I think Ziggler needs a main event push. He's been there long enough, you know. I'm tired of seeing him job.
Oh yeah, I've been saying that for a long time, but he's had his chance to leave multiple times, and he keeps signing on for that money.
And
he seems to be okay with it.
If he stuck through the Spirit Squad gimmick, he's a fucking champion.
Break it down.
Break it down now. Sassafras.
I mean, the Spirit Squad. Go ahead.
Was he also in the Moon Street Posse?
No, I don't think so. Those were like legit Shane McMahon's friends. What was it Rodney something and Pete Gas?
Rodney Mack and Pete Gas. No, Rodney Mack was a black dude.
Teddy Long's boy.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, player.
Tag match player. Holla.
Holla if you hear me. No, that's fucking Big Papa Pump. What the hell, man?
A little
I need
Petey
to quit
Pump.
drinking.
Drinking the mules.
A nice Genesee ice to finish off the night.
You might have to drink to sit through this next match. No, this might actually be good, man, because Trish Stratus versus Charlotte Flair, and man, love her or hate her, Charlotte Flair is like one of the best gifted athletes I've ever seen, talent-wise.
That'll be my match that I go for a pee break and go make me a sandwich.
I don't know, them girls got they can go. I think they got a chance to steal the show if they wanted to. Trish Stratus' very last match ever is what it's being advertised as. But
you know, yeah, Charlotte Flair, absolutely. She is one of the top performers in the women's division there in WWE. I'll give her that. She's athletic. She can put on a show. But why would they want to put Trish Stratus? And I understand final match, retirement match, yada yada yada. But I mean, come on. How old is Trish?
Gotta be in her 40s.
Yeah, and how long has she been out of the ring other than Monday night?
It's gonna be a fucking squash, and I'm sick of hearing about Charlotte Flair. Whatever happened to Asuka?
They put her in a tag team, and they're doing nothing with her.
Asuka's in the kennel right now. Oh, the wrestler. Oh, I'm sorry, my dog. I did read a rumor floating around the other day that they're talking about turning Asuka heel and having her turn on who is it, Kyrie
Sane.
Yeah, and they're talking about having her turn on her at some point in the very, very near future. They projected SummerSlam, but that was before they put the belts on Bliss and Cross. So I don't know if they're still if that whole angle is still going to happen. I would love to see them put Asuka back in singles competition, make her heel, and just sell the crap out of her because she's got some talent going on there. No weights in that.
That undefeated streak was something else.
Yeah.
If they decide to do another mixed tag challenge, I think a great team would be Asuka and Shinsuke.
Yeah.
Because I may be mistaken with this one, but I honestly don't know. But what promotion did Asuka wrestle in Japan, if any?
Well, alrighty then.
What? I feel retarded now.
Yeah, I know this, but it's like right at the tip of my tongue, and I'm gonna Google it just so I don't sound like even more of a jackass.
I mean, because it's either one or two. It's New Japan or All Japan.
JWP, Neo Japan Ladies Pro Wrestling Wave, Smash, Wrestling New Classic. So yeah, that's all that's listed here.
So she didn't wrestle in any of the major promotions in Japan.
Pro Wrestling Wave, not the huge ones, but
yeah,
she is mostly on the independent circuit for what I'm reading. Smash, I've heard of Smash. Well, alright.
Was that the opening to Star Trek The Next Generation?
No, because they were talking about she was on All Indies and it was a sad violin.
Because I thought it just sounded like the opening to Star Trek The Next Generation. I was going to do the whole space. The final frontier.
We ain't virgins.
Hey now. Star Trek is better than Star Wars, goddammit.
Well, you know.
Sassafras.
Going back to the match, though, Trish Stratus' last match was at the Evolution pay-per-view. I do believe. And she was in, like, the Royal Rumble. I do think she was in the Women's Royal Rumble. But good boy, that was a long time ago now.
I'm just sick of I'm just sick of everybody putting Charlotte Flair over. She's like the Dale Earnhardt Jr. of pro wrestling. The only reason that girl is famous
because she's fucking talented
is because of who her father is.
No, come on.
She worked for it. She worked for it.
She does have some talent. That reminds me of a joke for y'all. What do Pink Floyd and Dale Earnhardt have in common?
I don't know.
Their last big hit was The Wall.
Oh, Zinga. That's Donald Trump's favorite Pink Floyd album. The Wall.
All in all, it's just another Mexican in the wall.
You just got us kicked off the air. No.
Build the wall, damn it. I'm a heel.
Tater's drunk tonight, folks.
That's it.
But yeah, Charlotte Flair stayed in NXT forever, man.
But I mean, that Bayley match, I'll sit there with a heart on the entire time. I don't know what it is about Bayley. That side ponytail, I could use it as a handlebar.
Well, you on another level tonight.
Yeah.
You know, some mascara, some tears. You know, the mascara starts to run a little bit.
All right.
Really thought this one out. All right, Styles and Ricochet for the U.S. Championship.
AJ.
I don't have sex with either of them.
AJ Styles or Ricochet?
Ricochet? I'm going with AJ.
I'm going with AJ just so they keep this feud going and Ricochet finally gets the title down the line and, you know, like the underdog story. You know, the OC is gonna cheat, help AJ win. And finally, Ricochet down the road, maybe WrestleMania will get his revenge and win the title.
I hope they don't drag it out that long.
Yeah, because WrestleMania would be way too long. That's too long of a feud.
That's 6 months down the road. That is too far. That's like setting up for The Rock and Cena 1 year prior to WrestleMania. That was just...
Maybe...
Yeah, but they could do other things in between.
Maybe Survivor Series of the Rumble, but not Mania.
Like, they could have other feuds in between, non-title stuff, and they keep screwing each other over, you know, here and there. You know, little digs, we don't get... Shit, nowadays, storylines last a month, they're over and forgotten about. But yeah, Vince McMahon has the final say, so it'll probably be Clash of Champions.
I'm gonna go Ricochet. I'm gonna go Ricochet on this one.
You think he's gonna pull it off?
I think so. I think they need to put a belt on him. He's one of my favorites now, and I think with AJ Styles, he wants to, because I mean he's not re-signing with him. So I think AJ's gonna start doing the whole passing it on kind of thing, you know.
AJ just signed for like, I think 3 to 5 years. He said he'll never sign another one.
Though.
Huh?
This is his last contract, though.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, he's retiring afterwards. I also heard he's never going to wrestle anywhere else. I don't blame him, though. His age and, you know, traveling his whole life. Shit.
He just wants to go back down to fucking Georgia and chill.
Have you seen his wife?
God, the dude's been doing it since he was a teenager.
Yeah, dude was on fucking WCW Monday Nitro.
Yep. As a jobber.
Didn't he win the Cruiserweight tag titles before they shut down? Air Paris or something?
That was a Cruiserweight tag title in WCW. I do not remember.
Yeah.
It was like in their final days, like they shut down like right after the title was made.
No.
I mean, so some of those Cruiserweight tag matches back in the WCW days were fucking amazing.
But look at who they had. I mean, freaking Jimmy Wang Yang, Jamie Noble, all the damn Cruiserweights. Chavo, who was really underrated in my opinion.
I'm talking like Psychosis, Juventud.
Hey, Ribs, where are we at on time? You got the timer going on. I want to make sure we don't get cut off.
We at 32:13.
All right.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Juventud and fucking Psychosis, Ultimo Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Chris Jericho in his younger days.
Oh,
Wasn't he a Cruiserweight at one point?
Oh yeah, Cruiserweight champion, Dean Malenko. Dean Malenko in the mask.
Ray.
Lizmark Jr. And the late, great Silver King, who recently passed away in the ring. God rest his soul. died doing what he loves.
Jushin Liger was in the cruiserweight division in WCW as well. My favorite Japanese wrestler.
Well, he was out way before they had a cruiserweight division. I think he was the opening match on the very first Nitro against late great Flying Brian Pillman.
Yep. I remember that. That was Wait, wasn't that Clash of Champions?
I believe that was the first Nitro at the Mall of America. They may have had a Clash match, but I'm pretty sure they were the opening match on the first Nitro as well.
Well, I thought he wrestled in the cruiserweight division too.
He may have.
It might have been the first Nitro. I just remember. I remember one match between him and Flying Brian. Clash of Champions. I think it was Clash of Champions.
And they may have had matches before Nitro, and that's why Bischoff decided to put them on first. Go with what you know. They're going to tear the house down and bring you Nitro.
And get the crowd going.
I'm not sure if we talked about this before we started recording, so we got Finn Balor versus The Fiend. Who you got?
I'm thinking Fiend. It's Bray Wyatt's first return to the ring in quite some time, and that whole build-up at the Firefly Funhouse would have been pointless if Finn Balor squashed him or whatnot.
Oh yeah. Well, Bray Wyatt has never been big on winning at pay-per-views, but I think it's gonna be different. Other than when he won the title at it was either Hell in a Cell or Elimination Chamber, but still.
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, I see Balor coming out, just normal Finn Balor. Lights go out, Fiend attacks him, beats the holy hell out of him, and sends him on vacation.
That's probably how it'll go.
That's what I got my money on. The next one's kind of interesting.
Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon.
Yep.
That's a no-brainer right there.
I'm hoping this is a way to get Shane off of TV for a while. It's like he's been around way too long since he returned. Like he wore his welcome out.
So, this is that loser league town?
No, just if Kevin Owens loses, he has to quit.
But here's the thing, though. And here's my hang-up on this match. Okay, we've been seeing nothing in the news but Shane trying to get off TV. He's wanting to get off TV. They're trying to figure out a way to ride him off. So that's why I'm thinking Kevin Owens here. But at the same time, what if they pull that stupid card of Kevin Owens loses, so he quits, and then next Monday or Monday night, he shows up on Raw doing, well, I quit SmackDown. And we do that stupid angle, and we're stuck with Shane doing SmackDown.
Do you remember in WCW when Hulk Hogan beat Ric Flair and Flair had to leave WCW or retire or something? Mm-hmm. And if I remember correctly, months went by and Hogan just kept going crazy trying to get Ric Flair to come back. Like, calling them or following them to restaurants and shit like that. And finally he agreed to it. I don't remember how it played out. I'd have to look into it. I'm going by memory. I could almost see something like that happening. But yeah, I'm like everyone else. I'm kind of sick of seeing Shane McMahon on TV every week. At least in this whole Best in the World gimmick.
Yeah.
Which is just to piss off CM Punk fans.
I thought they were doing away with the brand split.
They're gonna
back now because they're moving to Fox.
Yeah, they have this wild card rule or something where they can run over, but the way I see it is either do it or don't. Too damn confusing.
He's making his mind. He's staying out as hell.
He's been like that ever since I've been watching wrestling.
Yep.
And have you noticed that the older John Cena gets, the more he looks like Ernest.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So
wait.
I'm thinking he has another career ahead of him when they rehash the Ernest films.
Well, he's a big movie star now.
You know what I mean, Vern?
You know what I mean?
Ernest Scared Stupid. We gotta go back a little bit, rewind, because we brought up this match, but I don't think we ever decided or picked a winner. We just kind of shit all over it. So it's real quick, without conversation, Trish or Charlotte?
Trish.
Charlotte.
I'm stuck. I said no conversation, but I can't really pick one. Trish being in Canada, her hometown, and Charlotte being who she is. I just can't choose. Alright, anyway, before we start shitting all over it again. We're at Bailey versus Ember Moon.
Bailey, you know that, yep. Little Tater salutes her.
Wasn't.
You're worse than Corey Graves with Mandy Rose.
That's Carmella's man now. It must eat him up seeing Carmella riding on the back of R-Truth every week. They don't give a shit. They're getting fat paid. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bailey. I mean, they're gonna. Ember's good though. I'm not gonna shit on her.
I'm going with Amber.
That would be interesting.
But I'll tell you why I'm going for Amber Moon is because she's from Dallas. She came from a Dallas, an independent company here in Dallas. So I'm going with her.
Hometown, Mark.
Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see Ember win. It would be great. She deserves it. I just don't see them doing that at this point in her career yet.
I don't either. I don't think her and Bailey's had a long enough feud to put the belt on her. So I believe it's going to be Bailey, but I've got to root for hometown here. So I'm rooting for Amber, but I believe that they're going to keep it on Bailey for a while because that feud hasn't. I mean, it just started 2 weeks ago. It hasn't even really been a feud.
There's been very, very little build up for most of these matches. At least Shane and Kevin Owens has been ongoing for like a month or so now.
Yeah.
And I think AJ and Ricochet started at Stomping Grounds, was it? Or Extreme Rules when Ricochet won the title?
Extreme Rules, I believe.
Yeah, Ricochet is just out of this world.
Alright, next match.
Kofi Kingston Man versus Randall Orton.
Randy.
Think you're going to put the belt back on?
Yeah.
That'll make him a 14-time world champion.
What's the record?
He's going to be the one to break Flair's record, not Cena.
I was watching earlier Randy Orton versus Hulk Hogan at Summerslam 2002. Yes, that really happened. Hogan won, and my kids were like, my oldest son was like, why did Hogan have to win that? What did it do for his career? And I'm like, why would Randy need to win it? He's won more titles today than Hulk Hogan ever has.
It was to end the Legend Killer gimmick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if it ended it or not for sure, but yeah, something like that.
Okay, well, what about this? What if this happens? This is just theoretical. Prediction, maybe. Randy wins the belt. Which, in turn, that ties him and John Cena at 14, right?
No, John Cena's at 16.
Cena's got 15.
16.
Oh, John Cena.
He tied Ric Flair of his last title. He sure did.
Okay, never mind.
I think this happened at SummerSlam too. John Cena was gonna tie Ric Flair, and that fucker that used to host the Daily Show on Comedy Central, Jon Stewart, smacked him with a chair and prevented it. And the
Yeah.
reason being was he's a Ric Flair mark and didn't want to see Cena do it.
Wait a minute. Here's an idea. Randy gets the title twice more, or ties with Ric Flair and Cena. The title somehow gets vacated, and they both fight to break Flair's record.
See, that's where I was going with that. That's what I was thinking. But I mean, that would have to be Orton win it, lose it, win it, gets vacated. You know, I mean, they could do that definitely between now and WrestleMania.
Because I mean, Kofi could lose it due to injury or whatnot.
If Cena wins it again, he beats Ric Flair's record, and it'd be 17. And I don't just see that ever happening, especially at this point in his career. He's in win all Hollywood.
No, it's gonna be Randy. Orton's gonna break the record. But it would be a huge drawing match to say, hey, who's gonna win and break Flair's record.
If I'm not mistaken, Triple H is a 14-time world champion. That would be a good. Well, they kind of just had a match in Saudi Arabia, I believe.
But
Maybe that don't count.
with Triple H being the COO, I don't think he'd be able to be a title holder, would he?
Yeah, he won the Royal Rumble and won the title off of Roman Reigns when Reigns had to defend his title in the Royal Rumble starting at number 1, which was 2 years ago, I think. It wasn't that long ago. It was like the one before last or something. It was pretty recent. That was crazy. Triple H came out number 30, I believe, and it's like, fuck you, this title's mine.
I would like to see them play that out like that. If it were up to me, that's what I'd do. Let Cena and Orton have a beat Flair's record match at WrestleMania. That's WrestleMania.
And that's also a feud going back like a decade, too. I mean, Cena and Orton has had some knockdown, drag-out fights.
Yeah, but let Orton beat it because, I mean, Orton comes from a multi-generation of wrestling, and you want that Orton name to stay relevant in the wrestling world.
Oh, yeah.
But here'd be another added twist to it. The loser has to retire.
I could deal with that.
I'd be okay with that.
And Cena's at the point where he just wants to make movies anyway.
Yeah.
I really don't see him wrestling much anymore. Like, he ain't wrestled at a WrestleMania or anything in a while. He came back as a doctor of thugonomics last WrestleMania. Yeah, I marked out a little bit.
When he first started that gimmick, I hated it.
I did too back in the day, but now looking back, I'd rather see it than Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Have a bitch.
The chain gang.
Say what you want about John Cena, but leave my favorite goddamn breakfast cereal out of this.
Oh man, I thought you liked Cocoa Pebbles.
No. I actually like Booty-O's.
You bought them?
I bought a box of Booty-O's.
Damn, $16 pack of cereal.
I ate those Booty-O's, damn it.
Hey, weren't they supposed to be coming out with a pancake?
They come out with pancakes every week.
No, I'm talking about actually marketing some pancake. I've heard that was in the works. But back to this Kofi Kingston Randy Orton thing, there's been rumors of breaking up New Day and having Big E go after Kofi Kingston at SummerSlam or shortly after SummerSlam.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. Like, wasn't there supposed to be a Big E heel turn?
See, I was hoping they would do that when Dolph Ziggler was feuding with him, because if you remember when Big E made his main roster jump, he came to save AJ Lee, and she was dating Dolph Ziggler at the time, so there was kind of like a 3-person team there.
Yep. I couldn't stand AJ Lee.
Yeah, not heel AJ anyway.
But, you know, I do have to rep my hometown girl. You know, gotta throw some love out there for Mickie James.
Mark.
Milfy James?
Hometown Mark.
Hometown MILF.
Yeah.
I'd rather hear her called Milfy James than Piggy James, like Undertaker's wife and Lay Cole used to do back in the day.
I mean, her and Nick Aldis live, like,
They're married.
10 or 15 minutes away from me.
Nick Aldis, hell yeah. NWA World Champion. He did the very last interview with Harley Race.
And NWA did score a TV contract, by the way. I heard that the other day.
They're not. They didn't score a TV contract. Dave Lagana, who is the vice president of NWA, was on Busted Open today. And he didn't say they had a TV contract. He made it seem, he didn't say anything really revealing, but he made it seem like it's going to be streaming, the way he talked about it. It's going to be in a studio about a block away from where they used to do the TBS tapings back in the late 80s. And it's going to be real similar to that. I'm like a mark. I'm ready to see that. No doubt.
Yeah, that old dimly lit studio in Atlanta.
With the camera angles and, you know, shit like that, man, it's like... It was like anarchy back in the day, man.
Bring back the monkeys. I'm sorry, I'm a Milky Mark. Huge proponent of Milky Mania.
Sheep herders. Oh my lordy.
AKA the Bushwhackers.
Yeah, they were definitely better as the sheep herders before they became a comedy act. But they got their rightful place in the Hall of Fame. They deserved it.
But you have to admit, them making Howard Finkel eat sardines was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah. And their manager, Jameson. Remember him? He debuted on the Bobby Heenan show and had that shoe with the fucking sole about to fall off of it. Nerdy as they come. I believe somehow he wound up with the $1 Million Championship. I don't know if he stole it or found it or what. I'm going by memory.
You have to admit, Howard Finkel was a fucking champion.
Damn right.
He was a fucking trooper.
Tuxedo matches and shit.
Does he still do anything with the WWE? Or is he just dead and gone?
I think he's behind the scenes, maybe. You know, I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but he's the one that named WrestleMania.
Vince probably held a contest to see who could name the major pay-per-view, and Howard Finkel won.
Well, I won a pay-per-view back then. It was all closed circuit. And no, they were sitting around Vince's house, and, you know, Beatles Mania was a thing. And he was just like, WrestleMania, and then it stuck. And that's going from all the stories I've always heard.
Alright, back to SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. Can you feel the heat?
If you will.
Becky Lynch, Natalia.
Natty.
I'm stuck on this, but I'm going to go Natty. Just because it's her hometown. Well, no, I'm going Becky Lynch because it's the WWE, and they always shit on the hometown folks. Always. JR had his face shoved in Vince McMahon's ass in Oklahoma. Literally. By The Undertaker.
But this is, Never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Becky. It's too bad they're not in Montreal.
I'm just going with the WWE's track record for hometown heroes. They don't like to put them over.
Because of Brett.
Maybe.
Brett, screwed Brett. Sit down here, pal.
I'd love to hear some "You Screwed Brett" chants from the crowd Sunday. Especially during that match. Oh, I can see it now. Natty's fucking right now. She's written down to win. Crowd starts chanting "You Screwed Brett," and fucking Vince calls an audible to the referee during the match and was like, "Fuck this, I'm pissed." She loses now. Vindictive Vince. Pronouns, pal. God damn it.
Your name is Puke. Next match. Oh no, Botch didn't even give his thoughts on it, did he?
I can care less about this match.
So this is your pee break.
This is going to be my pee break, probably. I'm pretty sure, based on the track record, and she's a Hart. It's her hometown. They're going to keep it on Becky just to stick it to another Hart member, another Hart family member.
That's my thinking. Going back to the hometown thing, it's Trish Stratus' actual hometown.
Yeah.
And I think Charlotte's gonna go. Actually, now I think Charlotte's gonna go over for that reason. And Trish probably wants to put her over.
Because she's so important to the women's revolution in wrestling.
Hey.
Like, bitch, please.
Right, Lesnar versus Rollins.
It's gonna end up being Bork Laser.
I actually hope for Brock. Only because I don't want to see face Seth anymore. And I hope they're pushing for that because he's gotten his ass kicked, I mean, badly, for weeks. And not a damn person has been on his side. Like, no one's came out to help him, not even his girlfriend. He was in the ambulance, and fucking nobody was there. Like, Becky Lynch sent out a fucking tweet as that angle was happening where he was getting his ass dropped on the stretcher. It's like, who the fuck did Seth Rollins piss off for everyone to, like, abandon him like that?
Well, he's all in love, so he ain't paying attention to anybody in the back and being friends with anyone because he's too busy being in love.
He's the man's man.
Yeah.
They seem to be pushing away from that angle. I hope so too, because it's not doing either of them any favors.
They need to keep real life out of wrestling anyway.
Yeah.
They need to go back to kayfabe.
Kayfabe's dead.
But it's impossible now with the curtain. When it all stopped when the curtain call.
Well, social media. You know, it's impossible in 2019.
There's them damn kids in their damn internet.
Yeah.
They're loud.
That dang old computer, you know.
That damn computer machine.
I've been calling that people burning that now. Got that dog across the street, thought you have to make job. No, everybody answered.
I got off the bandwagon with faxes.
Summerslam.
That dang old computer ain't gonna come down here and shut that dang old dog up.
Tater, how big is Batista's Summerslam?
How big is Batista's SummerSlam? Wait. What was Batista's biggest SummerSlam match?
You know, I never was a huge fan, so I couldn't really tell you.
Neither would I. To me, he just looked like he was overgrown and over-sculpted. And once he buddied up with Mr. Levesque, he immediately had a title.
Yeah, I mean, he did much better with Levesque than he did Reverend Devon. He wasn't very good as Deacon Batista. I know you remember that. That happened right after the very first brand split. When they split up the Dudley Boys and sent Devon to SmackDown.
Yeah.
God, that was a shitty gimmick. I'm going to go with this.
Oh, testify!
Back to the match. I'm hoping to see a Paul Heyman turn, but I'm doubting that'll happen. I like to see him do something where they'd send Brock Lesnar over to SmackDown.
Isn't that what Fox wants anyway?
It is. Maybe Paul Heyman fucks up and accidentally helps Seth Rollins win. Brock Lesnar beats the fuck out of Paul because he lost. And was like, screw you, I quit. Goes to SmackDown. I don't know.
Because Fox wants Lesnar to be the face of SmackDown.
I just got fired from my booking job. God damn it. That was the shits.
I want to see Lesnar, as much as I hate to say it, I want to see Lesnar win. Because A, I'm tired of Rollins. I'm tired of Lesnar equally, if not more. But I want to see Paul Heyman turn at some point to see Paul Heyman team up with Bobby Lashley when he gets back and let Lashley and Lesnar have a good feud.
Oh yeah, man, for sure.
That's what I want to see. Is I want to.
You're listening to the Taters and Ribs Show.
But
Lesnar and Lashley is probably going to happen sooner than later. I don't know where the fuck Lashley's been. I think I read a report that he's out with an injury.
Yeah, he's out with an injury right now.
Hey, Ridley, how are we on time?
On time, we just started a brand new one. We're about 25 seconds in.
Alright, then.
Also, we don't cut off.
I fixed it during a pause in the conversation at
Oh, okay.
like 59. So we're good to go. Well, there's no Braun Strowman on the card. Fuck.
He got buried.
We done been through the card.
Fuck up!
I'm working on
Yes,
that.
sir. Alright, now, so that's all for SummerSlam. Goddamn!
Well, no, that's the card, but there's more going on than... There's one thing that's not advertised on here that I'm 80% sure that's gonna happen. They got the whole damn Roman Reigns attacker deal. And you know that's gonna go down. And I know who done it. And I don't think it was Rowan. I'll tell you who done it. It was fucking Jim Cornette. Jamie Cornetto himself.
Why do you say it is James E. Cornette?
Because he's a heel.
He's a heel.
Oh, good Lord!
What if they pulled an audible and it was someone crazy like Chris Jericho?
What if they pulled an audible and it was somebody like, I don't know,
Tony Khan.
The gobbledygooker.
That would just be the shit.
the gobbledygooker. You know, you, 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 you,
Hey, that would be a good setup for Survivor Series.
Damn right it would. Jimmy and Jay Uso. The whole running him over with the car thing, and this is perfect. It was fucking Uso, and he was just drinking and driving again. Didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
There you go.
The Rock.
Hey, or, in fairness, it could have been Jeff Hardy.
True. Or Marty Jannetty, all coked up.
Scott Hall.
Now we're going back to the Junkie Battle Royal.
No, it's the bag of heroin on a pole match now.
The bag of heroin
The duffel,
on a pole
the
battle
duffel
royal.
bag. Yeah, the duffel bag of cocaine on a pole.
Nobody cares what Batista's carrying around on his dick.
It's what if Batista's dick has the bag of heroin on it?
That's what I just said. How big is Batista's dick? Alright, that's starting to play out, man. Gotta stop that shit.
We should only do it once per show at randomly. Like, how big is Batista's dick? It's not how big is Batista's dick now, it's Summerslam.
Samla.
Summerslam.
Give that guy a shout out.
Yeah, this is a shout out to the Summerslam kid. We're looking forward to hearing from you. Might schedule an interview with you, since you're our biggest fan.
Pat Pittman.
Yeah, there we go.
Pat Pittman, our biggest fan right there.
We want to interview you, buddy.
Mad props to Pat Pittman for giving us a slogan this year for Summerslam.
I thought at first he said Summerslam.
WWE SummerSlam.
That would be another entrant in the Junkie Battle Royal. Somebody addicted to somas.
This is why Tater drinks.
This is why Tater drinks.
Taz has to take another water break.
Speaking of that, what I'm drinking on tonight is Jim Beam Vanilla and Kroger brand root beer.
Wait, was somebody just pissing?
Yeah.
Pissing right on this dumpster fire of a show we put on.
Oh my God! There you go, folks. We have no shame here on the Taters and the Ribs show.
We don't.
Believe that.
We don't, not at all.
Hey, at least I wasn't shitting.
I ain't ribbing you.
No, my wife is pissed at me right now because I didn't flush the toilet because I didn't want the sound coming in on the damn podcast tonight.
And you left a log.
Guys, I got 4 sons. I got 4 sons. There's 5 males here and 1 woman. She gets hell for leaving the toilet seat down. Damn right.
But there ain't nothing worse than you wake up in the middle of the night and you sit on a fucking cold ass toilet seat.
Yeah, damn right. I'd rather just fall right in the damn bowl.
I know. I mean,
2 for 1. You get washed at the same time. Why not?
hell, I want a fucking bidet. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that just because you like stuff hitting you in the poop chute?
No, I like that fresh jet of water hitting my asshole. I'm nice and clean afterwards.
That's a Summerslam moment. We're definitely family entertainment.
Wholesome family entertainment at that.
Yes, and if you don't have your kids watch wrestling, we're calling CPS.
We will call. We have the number on all of us. Have the number on speed dial.
I'm taking 4 kids to an indie show tomorrow night without my wife. That's going to be interesting. Shout out to Jimmy Love at Pure Pro Wrestling of the Carolinas. Hopefully they make it big one day. Awesome entertainment right there.
You need to have your oldest be the designated driver.
He's 11.
And that's what happened. That kind of thing happened to us. Look how we turned out. We turned out just fine.
Yeah, just listen to us. We sure did.
Like I'm gonna tell you a story about how I was raised. I may have told this before.
By wolves?
May have been off the show or not, but I was going to stick my finger in a light socket. My mama hollered at my daddy, "Ray, stop him!" He said, "Hold it, let him do it. Once he gets electrocuted, he ain't gonna do it no more."
Goddamn, pal, he ain't gonna do it again. Let him learn the hard way. God damn it.
Sit down here, pal.
Oh, I just thought of something. Back up to Summerslam real quick, guys. Goldberg Ziggler. Matt Riddle gets involved somehow.
I just want to see Matt Riddle just take a spear as hard as Goldberg can give one.
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong.
No.
Riddle's talented. But I'd like to see somebody put him in his damn place. Like,
I want to see Goldberg give Matt Riddle a stink face. Or a Bronco Buster.
from Goldberg.
Yeah.
We can make this happen, folks. WWE 2K20. I guarantee you both of them fools will be in that game.
When's that supposed to release?
You can pre-order it right now. You can pre-order it right now. It's someday in October. I think the 22nd. We usually pre-order them. The kids love it, and it's kind of fun whenever I got the time to play it now. Just once every 4 months.
Yeah, the last one I played was 2K17.
We got them all, man. I got the Hall of Fame ring, a little piece of Ric Flair's robe from 2K19. I pre-ordered it, so it won't like I was paying. Well, I paid $130 for it, but just here and there, a little bit at a time, so it won't that bad. Just the Ric Flair stuff. That's all I wanted, really.
Let's finish up now that we're done with the SummerSlam card. You know, any final thoughts on what's going on in professional wrestling? Any rants or anything like that?
We ain't got all night for rants.
Well, yeah, that's true.
No, but I will say this is one hell of a time to be a frickin' wrestling fan. This fall is gonna be sick. With NWA doing studio wrestling, AEW on TV, SmackDown to Fox. Dude, wrestling's gonna be on fire.
Back in my day, you had one brand of wrestling depending upon where you lived at.
And goddamn, the bookers would put the belt on the champion for 2 fucking years, motherfucker! Ah!
And thank you, fuck you, bye.
Yes, sir. Saturday morning TV. Saturday night, 6:05. Sunday at noon. Primetime wrestling came on. It was my bedtime. I had to just listen to it.
we had to be in bed at 9 o'clock.
But my dad was cool. He turned the TV all the way up so I could still hear it.
It's like wrestling on radio back in the day.
Yeah, I don't think I could deal with that.
all we had was USWA and WCCW, the Sportatorium.
Hell, world class was all you needed.
Didn't you have Global too?
I think we had Global, but it came on. I think that came on at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, so no one ever really watched it, unless you were old and you were at the bar or whatever. But as a kid, all we had was up the Sportatorium, and then if I remember correctly, it was almost like they combined the two organizations. More or less, they worked together so much that it was really one entity between USWA and WCCW, because WCCW was Fritz Von Erich's outfit, and then USWA was Chris Adams with Steve Austin. Speaking of Steve Austin, and a cheap plug here, have you guys been on ProWrestlingTees.com lately and seen the new Stone Cold the Stunning Steve Austin shirt they got out?
I haven't seen that.
Go to ProWrestlingTees.com and go under Steve Austin's shirt lineup, and they've got a brand new vintage Stunning Steve Austin t-shirt.
Man, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Bonafide badass.
If I get that, I'm gonna have to get the Eric Bischoff shirt that says "Fired," but it's in a FedEx logo.
Yeah.
That would go hand in hand. No, wait, didn't he FedEx Sean Waltman the fire? I think he fired Stone Cold over the phone, maybe.
No. He fired Austin FedEx.
Okay, I might have them backwards then.
Because that was the big dispute, saying that he was at home with an injury or something like that, or took time off.
Oh yeah.
He got a FedEx letter in the mail, and it was Eric Bischoff firing him. Now Bischoff denies it, but who knows? I wasn't there.
That's where all them ECW segments came from, because he was still injured and couldn't wrestle. So he was sitting there injured doing his WCW Monday Night Quill segments, which was great, by the way. Oh man, that's what. If it wasn't for that ECW run, we probably wouldn't see a Stone Cold.
Nah.
Oh, that was great. Yeah. SummerSlam 98, Highway to Hell, Stone Cold versus The Undertaker.
SummerSlam.
Barn burner.
But on that note, I think I'm gonna head on out to pasture.
Well, that's cheaper than a $2 steak.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tater's about to black out. We don't need him blacking out on the show.
No. Thank y'all, fuck y'all, and bye.
It's SummerSlam season, folks.
SummerSlam.
All right, y'all. That's it for us. Thank you for tuning in to Taters and Rib Show.
See y'all later.
And now, the Jamie Cornetto. Back in my dayism of the week.
Well, goddamn, that damn Eric Bischoff. He's been on SmackDown less than a month. He's already trying to kill motherfucking Roman Reigns, motherfucker. Ah! Back in my day, there'd be a build for a match on a pay-per-view months before. Not this goddamn found out at the show before who ran a motherfucker over bullshit. Yeah! Motherfucker! got going with this. Back in my day, goddamn, back in my day, when a man like Goldberg fucked up as bad as he did in Saudi Arabia, he wouldn't be back for a squash match this damn soon. Goddamn, I can't say I mean, it's actually gonna be pretty cool. Goldberg's alright, motherfucker. But back in my day, when a motherfucker like Matt Riddle ran his mouth to the legends like he's doing, they would legit beat the fuck out of you, motherfucker. Every time I hear Matt Riddle speak or watch him tweet, it's been aneurysm. Motherfucker. I'm Jamie Cornetto, and that's how it was back in my day, motherfucker.
We bid you